Thank you for your support and for watching avivTarot. This is a general pick-a-card reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Not everything will apply. My readings are meant to be constructive and not destructive. I give readings to empower you. I will be honest in what I see and will not give you false hopes or empty promises in order to keep you happy. I will be compassionate and sensitive to your feelings and will not judge or condemn. Energies are ever-changing. You are still the master of your own destiny. Hi everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do another pick a card reading. So today's reading is a love message reading. Okay, and I'm dividing it up into 4 different groups, as you can see over here. The first group over here on the top left is the singles. Okay, it's for the singles. Over here are for people who are in like a situationship, or you have a crush, right? You have someone that you're eyeing on and that kind of things, or like any type of relationships that you haven't defined. It's not in a committed relationship. All right, so that singles are people who are just like, recently broke up and you do not want to go back to your ex, so you consider yourself single. Okay, so you're considering yourself single and you don't have anyone, any crush or any one that you're eyeing on. Okay, so now the third one over here on the bottom left is people who are in a relationship. So this will be more like suggestions and maybe if you will move on to the next level. Okay, and then the last group over here are for people who are looking to reconcile or reconnect with someone from the past. Someone that you've known already. Okay, someone you've been talking to and then they disappeared, they dropped you, they ghosted you, that type of things. So this will be the last pile, and so we're looking at an energy for the next 1 month. Okay, so in the next 1 month, what kind of energy we're going to be in, if there's going to be any shift in the relationship, that type of things. Okay, so I'm going to be really direct and straight to the point. And for people who are in a relationship and you are in a wonderful, stable, committed relationship, I really would recommend you not watch this, because I don't know, maybe it will kind of affect you in some negative ways, in which I do not want to, because you are in a wonderful relationship. And so this is more for people, if you're looking at this and you are in a relationship, maybe you want to watch this with viewers discretion type of things, because if you know that you're going to be affected, you are easily triggered, that type of thing. So maybe you don't want to take a look at this video this time, I'm just saying, right? But this is more like a guide, or serves as in a device or something that you can look forward to, type of things. And I'm going to be really direct and straightforward today. All right, so each of the piles, you only have 1 card for we have a tarot card and then 2 oracle cards as suggestions or advices. So all right, we're going to be very direct and straight to the point, and I'm going to try and not repeat myself too much, that type of things. All right, so 3 different piles, 1, 2, 3. And if you have more than one person that you're thinking about, you can pick more than one group, right? More than one pile, if you feel called to or resonated to. So that's it. If you need more time, pause the video. The timestamps are going to be in the description box below. All right. So now for pile number 1, we are going to take a look at the singles. Are you going to get out of your singleness? Will you be able to meet someone in the next month or so? Okay, in the next month or so. And we'll take a look at the advice cards later. The World card. Look at that. Consummation. Okay, so right off the bat, it's a major arcana card. It's the World card. I love the World card. It means the end of a cycle, beginning of a cycle. You're at the end. And so are you going to get out of your singleness? I would say yes for the next month, okay? This is a yes. First of all, because at the end of the cycle, meaning you are at the end of your singlehood. So maybe you want to enjoy being single for the next month or so because you are about to meet someone. Okay, you are about to meet someone. With the World card, I would also say where you would be able to meet this person. Maybe you should go and travel around. I know right now, if you're watching this during the pandemic, traveling, like worldwide type of traveling, is a little bit hard. But I would really say, like, don't stay in the room. Don't stay in your house as much. Of course, protect yourself, with masks and everything. But if you can get out and meet people as much as possible, as much as you're comfortable, then you will definitely be able to meet someone. Okay, this person will be someone that is a little bit different from you, meaning maybe culturally they're a little different. Maybe they've traveled the world, so they're very well traveled. They have a very worldly perspective on things. You're going to learn a lot from this person. This person is really fun, really knowledgeable. This person may have a different view than you too, because they may come from like a different background, different upbringing, that type of things. But will you get out of your singleness in the next month? With this card, it's a yes. All right, very direct and straightforward. Like I said earlier in the intro, it's a yes. So now let's take a look at over here with the oracle cards. What do you have over here? We have hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. What I see with the hammer and the world together, I think persistent and working on it and rebuilding is actually what stands out. I really don't think the sabotaging thing is as much. However, you could be sabotaging things if you're keep on looking back, if you have some past bad relationships. But I really think that you should, end that cycle and move on, have a new beginning, and rebuild your confidence, rebuild your perspective on love. If you've been hurt and you have negative views about love, maybe rebuild that and rebuild your confidence. You are really great. You are perfect. You are wonderful, and you deserve everything wonderful, right? And just be persistent. If you have been single all your life, you've never been in a relationship, keep believing, okay? Work on it, work on yourself, work on believing that something great is going to come, because it is about to manifest, really, like in the next month or so. Getting this World card, great omen for you. Now this card, we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry. So there is a possibility of meeting someone that you don't really feel connected with, okay, in the next month. However, I do want to say, with this card showing up, it doesn't mean like, oh, you're not gonna, because we still have, this is the main card. This is the advice card. It just means that maybe you don't feel as attracted to this person. Maybe at the beginning you're like, so it's not gonna be like love at first sight type of relationship. Maybe you need to get to know this person a little bit more. Give them a chance. Don't reject them right away. Go out a few times, and maybe the chemistry will grow. Maybe you'll feel more connected. Like I said, this person is very different from you, so you might not find as much of a connection at the very beginning, but relationship and love can develop over time as well. And I'm not, saying that love at first sight is bad or anything, but I'm saying don't overlook the possibility of developing a relationship with someone. So give them a chance. I really, with this unrequited love, that's what I really feel, is that give them a chance, because if you just meet someone the very first time, there is a possibility of not connecting, right? Because we're all really nervous. We are all like, wanting to present ourselves, and then we do get a little shy. We don't know what to talk about. There is a lot of that awkwardness too. So let it play out a little bit more, okay? With the World card, I also think it's like going with the flow, let it flow into your life. So don't try to force things, but do let it flow. And I think really give it a few more chances. Don't reject it right away, okay? Don't reject it right away. Also with the World card, I do have to say, not only that it's, you know, going out and meet people, but with this World card, it's like the internet, right? The World Wide Web. So meeting someone through online and then setting up a day and then meet. So especially people who are meeting people online, the first time rarely ever works, okay? You gotta remember, persistent, working on it. You can't expect things to work out on the first day magically. Yes, maybe that is possible. However, with this combination, I do think it needs time to develop, and you need to work on it. You need to believe it. And so date them, maybe, you know, see them a few times, give them a month or two, and see if anything goes, you know, falls into place for you as time goes on. All right. So will you get out of singleness? Yes, but you got to give it a bit of time. And I don't really see it as like a love at first sight. There is that possibility, but I feel like it's slimmer. Most likely it needs time to develop. This is someone that you don't have maybe a lot of commonalities, so you need to really find out a lot more about this person. This person is like a deep treasure chest, okay? So you can like dig more things. And also you too, you can't expect this person to know everything about you on the first date. You gotta let it unfold. You gotta get more comfortable with this person in order to share more about you. And this person is, again, very different from you. So you should also tell them more about you and try to ask questions, bounce questions back and forth, and, you know, that kind of thing. So yes, I do see you get out of singleness. All right. So now let's take a look at people who are in a situationship, or people who are, you know, having a crush on someone. If you will, you know, if your relationship will move on to the next level, will you get a committed relationship out of this person? So we have the Tower. Oh my goodness, you're gonna like click off the video. Don't do it just yet. I have something about this. The Tower, everybody's scared of it. I actually don't see it as bad. It's just like the Death card. Of course, it's a little bit more sudden, but definitely everybody's giving such a bad name to this card. But really, like cards, it's just energy. There's no good or bad, right? So it depends on what kind of perspective you put on it. All right, so we have the Tower card. We're going to take a look at these. Those are your advices card. So with the Tower card, will you get a relationship, like committed relationship, or the relationship moving on to the next level? If you are in a situationship or crushing on someone, with the Tower card, it's actually a yes. Okay, it's actually a yes. Believe it or not, it's yes. You know why? But there's some things, all right, some conditions and terms to go with this card. First of all, this person is very unconventional. So if you are looking for someone who is super fun, super exciting, they are, I don't want to say flaky, but they can be kind of fickle, all right? Will you move on? Okay, this is how I'm gonna put this. Will your relationship move to the next level, like getting a really committed relationship? This card actually suggests yes, but this is going to be quite unconventional type of relationship. All right, so committed, not in the regular sense. Okay, so it could be like an open relationship, but you're like the primary person, so that everything will still have to go through you. I really, maybe like us, also see a little bit of like polyamory type of things. If you're not into that, then this could be like a no for you. Like your relationship might be just staying the same. So you might find out something about this person, and if you can accept that, I actually think your relationship is moving on to the next level. Not necessarily like committed, but you found out more about this person. All right, you're trying to build like rebuilding a foundation, a better foundation, things coming to an end, and rebuilding it differently from before. So that's that. Commitment. This is what I don't see with the Tower card. I think this person is a little bit more floaty. They're not ready to settle just yet. However, will your relationship move on to the next level? Yes. With the Tower card is yes. Moving on to the next level could mean a lot of different things, like getting to know this person a little bit better. You found out that actually you are both equally attracted to each other, because when you're crushing on someone where you're in a situationship, you're really kind of left in the dark, not knowing where you are. But I feel like you will be able to find out more where your relationship is, okay, so that you can kind of start something new with this person. So it's not a commitment that you're getting, but you will find out more about this person. Your relationship might get better because you are getting to know this person a little bit more. But again, this is going to be quite unconventional. It's not your regular type of relationship. Okay. So that is that. All right, so your advices is over here: paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. This is what I'm saying. I do feel the relationship being quite wonderful. Okay, so you are actually having a lot of fun with this person. This person is exciting. You are also probably like very adventurous too. So like you're a pretty good match. So I think you're having a lot of fun. So if you're not looking to settle just yet, or be like a really committed, I mean like one-on-one committed relationship, then I think this is like moving on to the next level, as in like finding out more, maybe establishing your relationship, but not in a committed sense. You know what I mean? Like establishing it as in like, okay, this is how our relationship is going to be like. Do you agree? If you are okay with that, then we can keep seeing each other, keep going this way, and all of that kind of thing. So like that sense of moving on to the next level. Okay, but I do feel like the next month your relationship is like lots of fun, super playful, super flirty with this person, very exciting, very adventurous, not boring at all. So if you are the kind of person that's looking for more committed and grounded type of relationship, mature type of relationship, then this Tower card will be more like a no for you then. Okay, so that would be a little bit of a disappointment. But if you're like totally fun, totally adventurous, not looking to settle, this person is actually pretty good for you. You guys are a good match. Okay. So now this last card, yes, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work for you. So now with this card showing up, I do feel like, so for both messages that I was giving out, right? The one that are looking for committed relationship, moving on to the next level, I don't think it's going to be committed in the next month, but perhaps this person is quite good. Like I said, you guys are quite a good match. You're having lots of fun with this person. So if you're willing for them to settle and give you like a promise into the future, that type of things, this is more like living in the moment right now and not thinking about the future. But if you are willing to wait for this person, I do think this person might be worth waiting for. We have this card right here. right? And for people who are just looking for fun and you are the adventurous, living in the moment type, now I do feel like this relationship might develop into a more and more committed relationship in the future, but it's just not going to happen in the next month. All right. So yeah, will your relationship move on to the next level? As in, like, not committed, but like moving on to getting to know this person more, finding more like their intentions and all of that. I think it's a yes. This person is like quite worth waiting for. I do feel like you guys are a good match for each other. The next month, your relationship is going to be lots of fun, flirtatious, right? Exciting, adventurous type of relationship. Like, you're gonna have a good time with this person. All right. So, that's that for people who are in a situationship right now. So now, this one is for people who are in a relationship currently. And if you are in a perfect, stable relationship, I don't recommend you watching this. However, if you don't care, you just want to, see what happens and not going to take it to heart, then, all the power to you. Why not, right? So let's take a look at the tarot. This is more like a suggestion of what you should do to help with your relationship, and if there's anything that might come up in the next month or so, all right? So we have the Devil card, seduction. So with this Devil card, first of all, it means seduction in this deck, but it's also addiction, right? Codependency and that type of thing. So for some of you guys, maybe your relationship is a little bit more codependent on each other. Maybe you're having too much fun sexually with each other. Are you maybe ignoring a lot of like your responsibilities, like your day-to-day stuff, and spending way too much time with each other, fooling around, that type of things? Maybe you want to, for the next month, gotta watch out a little bit for that, okay? I think this is like great sexual energy, and I think for people who are in a relationship, this is great card to have, right? You're enjoying each other's company, you love each other's body, you are very, very deeply attracted to each other sexually. Lots of good chemistry, sexual chemistry. It's great energy. However, this is also temptation. So do be careful of you or your partner being tempted. Because we only have one card, so I'm not sure if there's like a third party or something like that, but there could be that as well. But for the most part, I do see this is more like you guys having a lot of fun with each other sexually. Doing a lot of like maybe role playing, right? Having lots of fun with each other, being seductive, being naughty, that type of things. All right. So the Devil's is great because you guys are in a relationship. However, like I said, if you are in a relationship and there is some type of a problem, getting this card then could mean there is temptation outside of your relationship. And so you want to look out for that. It could be you, it could be your person, right? So now let's take a look at these other two cards to see what other advices are coming up. So we have Coffin. Okay, it's endings and bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So definitely, I think combination with the Devil card, like I said earlier, if your relationship is experiencing some type of problems, maybe it doesn't mean having the Coffin doesn't really mean that you guys are going to separate or break up. It could mean that, all right? Direct, straightforward answer could be like, separation. You guys are gonna, go your separate ways. However, it could also mean that maybe it's the end of that problem. So you're gonna find a solution to that problem, or maybe you're gonna liberate yourself from that problem. You're not going to use that because it could be like way past, like things that happened way in the past, and it just kept bothering you, and you're finally ready to let it go and not let it bother you or affect your relationship anymore. So that could be that too. So for some of you guys, there is that, if you are experiencing problems already, so this could be an ending of the relationship, right? Combined with the devil card, because there's temptation outside of your relationship. But for others of you who are, having great energy sexually with each other, then this just means that you're just letting go of yourself. You're revealing your true self to each other. You're finally getting more and more comfortable because we have the liberation, and your love life is transitioning to a new level or different level. Okay. All right, so now religious factors. Okay, this is kind of interesting with the devil's card showing up. This is religious and devil. So some of you guys might not see things eye to eye, especially maybe like religiously. You guys have different religions, so some of your values don't really match up. So there could be that too. So you really want to resolve this. Having this coffin, maybe you want to have some kind of growth and change, right? Ending of that discrepancy, or finally come to a compromise of your different views on things. So maybe one of you is like atheist and the other one of you is like super religious. I don't know how you guys got together, but that is a possibility, right? So like something, maybe a religious factor is like affecting, like you guys don't see, it does not have to be only religion. I feel like with this, it could just be views in general. Like maybe one of you want kids and the other one you don't want kids. You want to be free and liberated and not have strings attached or something like that. Or maybe one of you want to get married and that piece of paper is super important, and the other person is like, no, not really. I kind of just want to, be like, what do you call those? Domestic partners or something like that, so that could be that, but with the coffin over here, I think there is some kind of a new beginnings. Maybe you guys will come to a compromise about that, the different views, okay? But having that different view, it could be also affecting your relationship. So like besides you guys are having lots of great energy, like sexually, having lots of fun sexually, maybe every time you guys get into a fight or whatever, you use sex to kind of mask things. And now you're finally, in the next month or so, you're finally have to resolve the issues that you guys have been ignoring, okay? So there's that. And I do have to say, for some of you guys, there could be because of the differences that your relationship is coming to an end. So take it how I resonate with you. Like I said earlier, this is very direct and blunt and straightforward. But all right, so that's that. All right, so now, okay, these are your advices. We'll take a look at that later. So for people who are looking to reconcile with someone from the past or reconnect with someone, okay, this is the 8 of Roses, signals. Okay, this is 8 of Wands card. So great news, people. Okay, if you're looking to reconcile, especially, this is really good card to get if you look for reconciliation and reconnection. Why? Because 8 of Roses is all about getting messages coming in fast and unexpectedly, okay? This is all about, and signals. So maybe you're going to start to see a lot of signs, maybe repeated numbers, or just like signs in general that or things that remind you of this person. All right, hilarious. As we were talking about 8 of Roses having signs and symptoms, I mean signs and synchronicities, and also like messages coming in and stuff. My phone started ringing, and I was going to pick it up, and and my phone crashed, as in like it fell over. Anyways, so very unexpected, and I think you might even trip and fall, because that's what happened with me. Trying to go and pick up the phone. Anyways, but It's also quite interesting too, because the person that called, I thought it was somebody that I know, but it wasn't. So that could be also something too. Like, I think there's going to be a few false alarms at the beginning of, you know, that you thought it was this person that you wanted to reconnect or reconcile with, and it wasn't, and it kind of got your hopes super high. Especially now that you're watching this video, you're really gonna expect this, right? And then you're gonna have some false alarms, and you're gonna be like, kind of like, and then so like maybe when you're least expecting this, something is gonna come in. Okay, something's gonna come in for you. So definitely, you know, will you be able to reconnect and reconcile with this person that you want to reconcile or reconnect with? The Eight of Roses is a yes, and it's also like a yes with an exclamation mark. It's really crazy energy card, okay, even though it's a minor arcana, one of my favorite cards. So it's a yes. Things are coming in. You are going to hear from this person, okay? Maybe also indirectly, I feel like, because this is also about like social media and internet and like getting messages and stuff like that, emails or something. So it could be through that as well, okay? Texts. So it might not be like a phone call or something like that, but definitely messages and things will be coming in fast and quickly for you. This is also Eight of Roses, and sometimes it's also called the Cupid's arrow. So I think if you are looking to rekindle that love and stuff, there is a possibility as well. I don't want to get your hopes too high, but this is all in this card, so there is that possibility. All right, so now with these two cards, let's take a look at what the advices are for you. We have, okay, look what I will have: passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. What did I just say? Cupid's arrow hitting you. So maybe you guys really are going to be able to rekindle the love that you used to have with each other. Maybe well, obviously you're watching this video, so you want to reconnect and reconcile. So your person maybe will start to like, you know, like reminisce, like, oh my God, I miss this person so much. I wonder what they're doing and all that stuff. And then started like hitting you up and messaging you. And you guys are going to have like insane chemistry again, okay? And liking each other equally. So they want what you want as well. That's great card. Ooh. All right, so now with this card, let's take a look. Okay, separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. Well, first of all, this is a reconcile, reconnection. So you guys are in a separation right now. So this is kind of affirms it, right? But it could also, I do get a different message with this card as in separation, is that maybe this person is at a distance from you, okay? They are not currently in the same city, in the same state, or maybe in the same country as you. So when you hear from this person, again, like we were talking about, this could be through social media, through like indirectly. So you don't really get to meet this person in person just yet, okay? But you will definitely hear from this person, because this is about messages coming in. So maybe you'll actually start, you know, talking to each other again and having really great conversation with each other. And that's how, like, you know, insane chemistry, like finding all of that chemistry and love for each other all over again, right? So this could also mean, so this is, first of all, affirming you guys are in separation, and second of all, because you're guys already in separation, you cannot be separated again. I mean, you could, but with these two really good cards, I just feel like this separation could also mean that distant, okay? So maybe you guys you can't see each other right away immediately. You or your person, like this person moved away from you, and that maybe that's could be also the part of the reason why you guys lost contact. Maybe like they just like found your information or found you online or something like that, and you guys connected again, but you won't be able to see each other immediately right away because of like distance, right? Like physical distance, okay? So Will you be able to reconnect and reconcile with this person? I think yes, okay? The card over here says it's a yes. But with, terms, for some of you, there is like a physical distance, like, so you guys won't be able to see each other, okay? So I hope this helps answer some of your dying questions about love. And this is like about, energy for the next month. So this is going to come in quite quickly for you as well. People who are looking to reconcile, reconnect. And that's it for pile number 1. That's what I see in the cards for you. And let me know if any of these resonated for you. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me, or if you have good news that you want to share with me, leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. So now pile number 2. Okay. Let's see. We have for people who are single, these are your advice card. We'll take a look at that later. So we'll take a look and see if you will be able to get out of singleness, if you will be able to at least meet someone in the next month or so. And so your tarot card, you have the 6 of Cups in reverse. This is the Joy card, okay? You have this card in reverse. Okay, don't be scared having this card in reverse. It's actually still a yes. It's just not as strong of a yes, but it's still a yes, because 6 of Cups is a very good energy. It just means that, I still think, okay, 6 of Cups is about something in the past. So for pile number 2, it could be a possibility of someone from your past coming back to you. But the only thing is, with this being upright, it would be someone that you share wonderful memories with from the past. With the 6 of Cups in reverse, it's someone from the past. Yes, you still have that wonderful memory with this person, but this person might have hurt you in the past, okay? And walked away or something like that. And so this person coming back into your life might actually trigger a little bit of like heartbreak, or a little bit of like negative emotions. Maybe, when you guys separated or something like that, it kind of reminded you of that. So yes, this person, you will be able to meet someone in the next month or so. This person could be someone from the past, but the only thing is this person might have broken your heart before, okay? So it is up to you if you want to take them back or not, okay? So because they might want to reconnect with you. So there is that possibility of someone from your past, like a past lover, could be past, like, childhood friend or something like that. But they did do something. And so if you don't want to take them back, then, you don't have to, obviously. But will you be able to meet someone? Yes, it's still a yes, but with some, I guess, conditions. First of all, because it's a 6 of Cups in reverse, I think you need to, if you do have past relationships before, you need to heal yourself first in order for you to move on. Because I think maybe some of the past things that happened will influence a little bit of how you see this new person. Because even though it's a completely new person, but you might be putting some of the stuff that from the previous person onto this person, even though this person may not even possess any of that, but you're gonna assume that they are like that, okay? Instead of giving them a fair chance to show who they really are, right? So you want to kind of avoid doing that, right? Putting some of these past experiences and past things onto this person. Also, with the 6 of Cups in reverse, I think you want to, because it's about, childhood and childlike kind of thing. So maybe some kind of a message about children could also play into effect. So perhaps you are a divorced mother or something like that, and but you're single. So maybe children is going to be at play here. So when you meet someone, you probably want to find out if, instead of not telling them about like, your status, like children and all of that, you want to find out, actually not about that, but more like how do they view having, you having children, that type of things. Do they like children? Because that could really play into a big effect into your love life, right? Because you want to make sure that they will, treat your children good. You could be a father too with children. We do have those people with like, not with the mother, but the father gets the children type of thing. So make sure that the new women that you're meeting, there are good potential mothers, right? So that could be one of the things that you want to look out for when you are meeting this person. So instead of waiting it too far into the relationship to do, like when you're too invested into this thing, now you really have to compromise. Maybe you can figure this out earlier on so that you can avoid a little bit of that heartbreak and also time wasted. But will you be able to get out of your singleness? Will you be able to meet someone? Yes. This is a yes card. And also, could be someone new, but it could be someone from the past. But this person from the past is someone who has broken your heart before. Okay. So it's up to you if you want to take them back. If this is, the past lover type of thing. What else? Let's take a look at your advice card and then we can see if there's any more information that will come in. We have the mirror. So mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds. Ooh, look at that. What have we just talked about? I said, with the Six of Cups, it's about, you have some past. It doesn't even have to be like romantic relationships. It could be just relationships in general with people, right? You might have like trust issues because people always take advantage of you, that type of thing. So like this new person or this person that you're meeting could be you guys are going to mirror each other a little bit. You're going to see some of the things that you do in this person as well. And maybe because of that, I do still feel like you guys are going to bond quite well because of the Six of Cups over here, but there is a possibility of, with the Six of Cups being reversed, that you guys have a completely different upbringing too. But even though your upbringing, have different type of childhood, you guys grow up in different areas or something like that, culturally different. Despite all of that, you guys still mirror each other. It's just like, almost, I do feel like very soulmate-y, okay? Because we have the Six of Shells over here, Six of Cups. It is a soulmate card. This, even if it's reversed, it's a soulmate card. And then combined with the mirroring each other, the mirror, I do feel it could be very much of a soulmate that you do feel. So maybe that too, you guys might trigger each other a little bit, because sometimes when someone is so much like us, it kind of like, and especially when we don't know some of our own faults, we get like really irritated about someone, and then you realize like you do it too, type of thing. So it could be that, right? So it could be, you might be able to meet someone like a soulmate or someone that you really connect with in the next month. All right, so last card, healing family issues. All right, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Like I said earlier, relationships from the past, it doesn't even mean that romantic relationship, because some of you guys might not, you're super young, so you've never been in a relationship before. Or, it doesn't mean you're young, or you could be older and still not have been in a relationship. So this relationship could be about your family and or friends and that type of thing. So I do see that you want to heal some of the stuff that happened in the past. Maybe you have, like, again, trust issues, or your upbringing, your relationships with your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, yourself even, right? So you want to heal a little bit of those. And with this card coming up too, I do, and then this card, I feel some of you guys might also be divorced, like divorced or widowed. Okay, divorced or widowed mother or father, and so you have some of those like issues, especially if it's widowed. That means somebody passed, right? And that's like really hard, especially if you still love that person very much. That's very, and this mirroring could be like you're meeting someone who understands that pain as well, and you connect to each other very well with that, you know, on that level. But if you're divorced, it could be like, again, someone who's also divorced, so understands your pain and your and all of those things, so you guys connect that there. However, there is still that pain too that you need to overcome and heal. So something that you need to heal there, and you guys do connect really well with each other. So the short answer is yes, you will be able to meet someone, okay? You will get out of your singleness type of things. You'll connect with someone in the next month or so. And also, just put it out there, it could be someone from the past as well, okay? But someone from the past that might have hurt you and might also hurt you now. So, like, I don't know. You will have to decide how you want to take this person, okay? All right, so that's that. And now the next one is people who are in a situationship, or who are, you have someone that you're crushing on or eyeing on, and you're wondering if you will get out of the situationship, or if your relationship will move to the next level, or getting some clarity or something like that, okay? So now we have the Three of Gems. Three of Gems, over here it says work. So I would say yes, okay? This is a card of yes, Three of Gems. That means like both of you are willing to put in the work to work together to make this relationship work. And I do feel like because you are in a situationship where you're just crushing on someone, if you actually are able to find something that you can work together on, I don't mean the relationship, but like something else. For example, maybe you guys are in like same industry, like work wise, so that you also could just increase the number of times you get to see each other, and really like see how this person work. That might give you a better idea what this person is like. And if this is also, because you're in a situationship where you're just crushing on someone, you don't really know this person as well. So what I see with this card is also like you want to find out a little bit more about this person in the best way, not just like romantically. You want to see them outside of the romantic relationships. How do they work? How do they associate themselves with other people? Because that's also very telling of if this is a good person to be with. Why would you want to get into a committed relationship if this person is not a very good person to be with to begin with, right? And so you should be happy that you are just in a situationship and not in a committed relationship yet. So definitely with this, I do feel like you guys do want to work together on this relationship, making this relationship work. But if you have a chance to see how this person interact with other people, colleagues, or how they work, it will be even better. Okay. So it's a yes. You will get a little bit more clarity. This person is willing to put in the effort to make the relationship work. Okay. So yeah. Let's take a look at your advice card. We have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So with this, this person, maybe they're quite traditional in some ways, because we do have the Pentacles card. So it's very earthy feeling. And so that's like Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. And they are quite traditional in certain ways, right? I mean, the energy. So this person could be quite quite traditional, right? So even though they are not giving you a lot of like commitment, or they're not willing to give you a commitment just yet, or they seem a little bit like ambiguous, it could be because they're very cautious. They're very cautious type of person. They want to make sure everything. So maybe they are also observing you, how you work, how you interact with other people. And so that could be a reason why like you're not seeing the relationship going to the next level just yet. But I think in the next month or so, you probably will see this relationship unfold a little bit more, and find out a little bit more, and work, and both of you willing to put in a little bit more effort into the relationship, so that it could move on to the next level, more committed, more commitment. Now that's the last card. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Yep. So this is an advice card. So definitely sit down if you have a chance to, really sit down with this person and talk about what you expect from this relationship. I mean, if you feel that's the right thing to do, because if you just met this person and you're like sitting down with them and telling them like, I want to get married, maybe it's a good idea, and so that you don't have to waste your time. But having a heart-to-heart conversation, really find out what this person's intentions are, what they see, how do they view relationships, what do they want, okay, what is their short-term, long-term goals. That would also really help you to decide if you want to get into a long-term relationship with this person or not, right? So, but in general, its short answer is a yes, because you got the 3 of Pentacles. So it is, I think, the possibility of the relationship working out is quite high. Okay, is quite high. Great. So let's take a look at people who are in a relationship. So now I do want to put this disclaimer out here that if you are in a stable, very good relationship, maybe you don't want to take a look at this video, because I don't know what card is going to come up, because it could be quite triggering, or maybe it's going to put things into your idea even though your relationships are perfect. Okay, but if there is some kind of things or questions hovering your head or something like that you want to get answered, then take a look at this and just take it into consideration. All right, so we have the 9 of Roses. Perfect. Okay, habits. This is what this card is. 9 of Roses. So your relationship is, it's actually a really good card. It means like you're defending. You are, almost towards the end of a cycle. I think this is your relationship is pretty steady, pretty stable. Both of you are working to defend the relationship. And this card over here, this deck is calling this one habits. I think you guys are getting more and more comfortable with each other. You know each other's habits, you understand each other really well. You're almost like getting into a habit of thinking of this person a lot, or texting or calling this person whenever something's coming up, and so is the other person as well. Whenever major decisions, you always ask each other for their opinion, and so just like, I think the relationship is pretty solid. Okay, getting the 9 of Roses is great omen. So thank goodness if you're watching like this. So if you are having any problems, okay, with your relationship, getting this card, I just feel like maybe with this habits card, you want to get rid of your bad habits, or your person's bad habits. Maybe there's whatever problem that arose, maybe it was like it came out of like bad habits of you, like what I'm talking about, right? If this resonated with you. For example, it's like little, very small, tiny little things, because sometimes it's the little things that is like the last straw, right? For example, your person is the kind of person that turn off all the lights, and you always forget to turn off the lights, or they're super water conserving type of person and they forget to but you always leave the water running while you brush your teeth. I don't know, something super specific like that, right? Or like how you squeeze your toothpaste, like it's super different. So you have like different habits, and they kind of like sometimes get on each other's nerves or something like that. So maybe you guys want to come up with some kind of a compromise with that, but it's so small, it's so minute, but it's also very important for the relationship to work out in the long run, right? But in general, I do feel like you guys are getting more and more comfortable with each other. Everything is like building strong, solid foundation, the relationship, okay? But it is the 9 of Roses, not the 10 of Roses. So they're not ready to take on all that responsibility just yet. This is what I feel. So if you're looking to, see if your relationship can move on to the next level in the next month or so, I don't think they're ready just yet, okay? The Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Self-absorbed narcissist. This is kind of interesting. Like I said over here, I think with this, combined with this, is more about that habit that I'm talking about. Like you don't want to change it because you're like, this is so stupid. But to the other person, it's like a big deal. So you don't want to only think from your perspective. Maybe both of you need to, get into each other's shoes, or is that how you say that? Where the other, put yourself in the other person's shoes to see how that feel if it happens to you, type of things, right? So if you guys could come up with a compromise, that would be great. That so that because I really do think with this 9 of Roses, it's something like very small and minute, but it gets on each other's nerves all the time. So you guys there's no like huge big problems, but like little things. Okay. Now, the last card over here, codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Like I said, I do feel like you guys are very comfortable with each other. And what did I just say earlier? Like you guys actually call each other to ask for each other's opinions on things when there's like major decisions to make. So I actually don't see this codependency as like being a bad thing, because you guys are already in a relationship, but you just don't want to get too codependent, as in like your whole entire life depend on the other person. But if you with this codependency, if you guys are just share your happiness and your sadness, everything with the other person, and I think it's a great codependency relationship, But when it becomes really bad is like your whole life evolve around the other person and you have no other lives, you have your friends of your own. That's a bad codependency. But if you have your own friend circle, social circle, you have your own work life, but you depend the other person to be there for you for emotional support when you need it, you depend on the other person to, fix things for you when you need it because you can't do it yourself, that type of things. I think this is good. Like something that to fill in the things that you lack. I think it's like the perfect match type of codependency, right? Like the yin and the yang. But if your whole life evolves around the other person, then that's when you want to watch out a little bit. Okay, so that's just more of a suggestion. I actually don't see a huge big problems with your relationship actually. And if you are experiencing some kind of relationship before, I really do think it's like the little minute details. So you want to be more caring to the other person's like emotions or the devils in the details type of thing. So looking into the details of the other person and talk to them and fix that's what I see over here. So I actually don't see that big of a problem. It's actually pretty good. All right, so lastly, if you are looking to reconcile with someone from the past, will you be able to do that? Let's take a look. All right, Princess of Roses. This is the adventure card. Princess of Rose, this is like the Page of Wands. So will you be able to reconnect with this person? I actually, this card actually says yes, okay? It's a yes card, but with some terms and conditions, right? Is that first of all, you got to be adventurous, okay? This person is kind of impetuous. You might have to put up with a little bit of their unstable energy. Maybe the reason that you guys broke up before is because this person is not ready to settle. And so will you be able to reconnect and reconcile with this person? I think it's yes. But again, can you put up with them being non-committal and you know, still wanting to explore the field just a little bit, but on the other hand, they're super fun, super exciting to be with. So if you are okay with that, I think having this Princess of Roses is actually not that bad of an energy, right? So if you can you reconnect and reconcile with someone? I think yes. Okay, I think it's a yes, but this person is still not yet ready to settle. Okay, this person is still not yet ready to settle. I think the reason why you guys I don't know the reason why you guys are separated or lost connection or communication, but with the Princess of Roses, I don't think this person holds grudges. So if you do reconnect with them, I think there is a very likely chance that they will write you back or something like that. But under the circumstances that you have to make it fun. If you are, telling them things like, hey, so like really mundane, like normal, boring stuff, that's not going to pique their interest. I think it's harder for them to respond back to you. But if you're like telling them something that they're totally down, so you know what your person's personality is like, so tell them something that will trigger their interest, something that will trigger their interest, so that they would, or curiosity, so that they would write back to you. So I would definitely think it's not going to be relationship related, because this person is not ready to settle into a relationship yet. They want to have fun. So if you are also still looking for some kind of fun type of energy, then this person will definitely still want to be friends with you and talk to you and reconnect with you, but they're not ready to settle. Okay, how many times I'm just like repeating the same thing, which I said I'm not gonna do, but yes, I'm just repeating that. So yes, you guys will be able to reconnect, but you have to do it fun and in a fun way, something that will pique their interest, and definitely not bog them down with relationship and commitment and responsibility. They're like, they're not ready for that just yet. Okay, so let's take a look at your advice cards over here. We have self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. So maybe you or your other person is working on yourself and self-appreciation and all of that. Yes, we're always talking about that. But what I also see is that this person is probably still quite selfish, right? That's what we're talking about. They're not ready to settle down yet. So if you are okay with that, then I think, why not? And I think this person is actually, I don't feel, with the cards over here, I don't think they're the type of person that will hold grudges, okay? Very fiery energy, but they are a little bit selfish in ways that they might not be able to meet certain standards that you're looking for in a relationship. So if you are the kind of person that wanted a committed relationship, this person is not ready for that. But if you're just looking for friendship, I think they are okay with that and just enjoying life for the moment. At least for the next month or so, they're not ready to settle, okay? They're not ready to settle. They want something fun. They want to, focus on their own things right now, their work, or fun things they want to explore, they want to see the world and that type of things. Okay, now last card, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's so interesting. So now, for a very small percentage of you guys might be able to actually reconnect, okay? Reconcile again, right? So ascending to the next level, as in like, so reconnect, recommunicate, friendship, that's like, I think it's possible. But this engagement card, meaning like to be in a committed relationship, yes, very small percentage of you might actually be able to reconnect and get this person to commit to you again. But I think the majority of you, this person is still not ready to settle, okay? Not ready to settle. And they want to focus on themselves and do stuff that they wanted to do, but they don't mind friendships and exploring things, the world, and other possibilities at the moment, okay? So for the next 1 month or so, like a small percentage of you will be able to reconnect and actually get back with your ex or your past lover or something like that. So yeah, that's it. Because if I just keep going, I'm just gonna repeat myself, which I don't want to. So let me know how this resonates with you, and I hope this gives you a little bit of idea what to expect in the next month or so. And if it resonated, or if you have any good news, like, please share with me. I would love to find out more about what's happening and stuff like that, or anything that you want to share with me. Leave it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and to my video, and also turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Now, third pile. Okay, so people who are single, this is we're going to take a look at if you will get out of your singleness in the next month or so. We have the 7 of Shells. This is actually a yes. Will you be able to get out of singleness? Well, with the 7 of Shells, it's not, you won't be able to get into a committed relationship yet, okay? But there are going to be a lot of options for you. You're probably going to be able to meet a lot of different people, or connect with different people, or someone will introduce you to a bunch of their friends or something like that. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities to meet people and having different choices, right? So this is very, very good card actually for single people, because you have opportunities, and and you get to choose. You are the you get to make that decision. Who do you want to be with if you want to get out of singleness, or if you have multiple options for you to date? You get to either date all of them. I actually do feel like this is like a lot of different dates with a lot of different people, different possibilities, but you're not ready. You and the other person probably are not ready to settle just yet. I think this is more like you, okay? You don't feel like settled just yet. You want to explore your options and just see what are the possibilities out there for you. And actually this card also suggests that you don't want to commit just yet to one person yet, because you want to see what are the possibilities. Also with this card is illusion, so you want to make sure that you're not just you have great imagination, okay? You have wonderful imagination, which is great to help you manifest things. However, you want to make sure that you know what you wanted, okay? Because sometimes you might see things through a rose glass, or how you want to see things. So you might put on like certain things on the other person where they actually don't possess, but you're putting that on because you maybe see something and you immediately relate that to some other traits, and you think this person possessed that. So you want to make sure you don't do that, okay? That you're not putting something on the person that they actually don't possess type of thing. So that's like what you are expecting or you're hoping to see, because when you do that, it kind of put a little bit of pressure on you, and that put a lot of expectation, and you're going to get disappointed if this person doesn't match up. So really see this person for who they are, because this is illusions. You're going to create it's kind of like that Neptune energy, okay? That Neptune energy where you're being really dreamy and imaginative, but the other person is not that great. Like you're just making them out to be a super wonderful person. Or vice versa. You're seeing something and you're told, you become like, you're like thinking this person is this way, but no, they're actually not, right? So just watch out for that. But will you be able to meet a lot of different people and get out of like have the possibility of getting out of like singleness? Yes. Seven of Shells is a yes. So now let's take a look at your advice card. We have love call. Look at that. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So yes. I think lots of opportunities, lots of people are gonna, express that you are a wonderful person and they would love to be in a relationship with you. And you're gonna get bombarded with calls and texts and messages, and it's just like you're going to be so busy, I feel like, for the next month. Seven of Shells. Lots of calls, lots of opportunities. Awesome energy, all right? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay, so some of you might have children already. So, but regardless of that, I don't think it affects how the other, like, they actually don't think that's a problem if you have children. They're like, oh, okay. Maybe you're trying to reject them with like, oh, I have children, and they're like, so so that could be that. But also with the children card, because this is like a singles reading for this one, children could also mean new beginnings and like new things happening. So definitely I do see like relationships might come out of it in the next month or so with maybe one of your possibility. But maybe because you do have the Seven of Cups, you want to take it slow for the next month. You're going to have so many opportunities that and lots of people are going to like text you and maybe enjoy it. Okay, enjoy it, milk it, and then decide who you want to be with. Go on lots of dates next month, okay, so that you can really get to know each of your options well enough so that you can make more of an informed decision who you want to really start dating seriously or something like that, or more of a potential partner. So like next month, take it like slow and go on as many dates as you can, and like really see who would be a good potential partner for you later, right? So enjoy your love life for the next month. I think it's great. You're gonna be super busy with them. All right, so let's take a look at people who are in a situationship or something like that, or you have like a crush that you're eyeing on. You're just wondering if you're going to get any clarity on the relationship, or if you are going to be able to move your relationship to the next level, meaning like a more committed type of relationship. So we have Nine of Wings. This is Nine of Swords, obsession. Okay, we have this in reverse. With this card, it's actually a no. So like, will you be able to get into a committed relationship, or getting more clarity, or having this person commit? This is, even though this is in reverse, it's still like a no. However, I feel like you're not gonna obsess over this as much in the next month or so, because maybe you're getting out of that obsession. But like I said, like this is for the next month or so. So you're trying to get out of that obsessiveness or obsessiveness. Okay. I think there are some fear, about the relationship that's preventing it from moving forward or moving on to the next level. Maybe you want to think about it just slightly more, give it a little bit more thought. But I think this is towards the end of a cycle though, because it is a 9 of Swords. So right now for the next month, this is just 1 month energy, so don't panic. It's just that for the next month or so, you probably won't be able to move your relationship to the next level just yet. Okay, so it's a no for the next month. So you might not be able to see as clear still the next month where your relationship or your situationship is heading, and there's still a lot of fear. Maybe you're scared of losing this person, and you're falling more and more, and you're giving more and more to this person. You're finding more things about them that you really like, and you're scared to lose them. So maybe watch out a little bit. So like kind of I don't want to tell you to pull back your energy, but yes, I want to tell you that that maybe just take it easy a little bit. Okay, take it easy, because you're kind of obsessing over it a little bit too much. Maybe find something else to do in the meanwhile, okay, in the next month, because I think things will probably work out better, okay, for after that. But the next month or so, find something to do. And I really think once you stop obsessing over it, I think there's going to be something good coming out of it. Okay, right now you're just putting way too much time and energy on this relationship and trying to see things more clearly and all of that. So like you're just the more you're invested, the more that you're like wanting clarity, I think the murkier it's gonna get and the more confused you're gonna get. So just maybe step away a little bit from it. So find something else to do in the meanwhile, and I think you might actually find clarity because of that. Okay, so this is what I think. So will you be able to see this relationship or a situationship actually, or will you be able to get into a relationship with your crush or something like that in the next month? This is no, because it's telling you to actually step away for a little bit, and so that you're not obsessing over it as much. Okay, so now we have this too as an advice card. So we have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So we do have love over there, okay? We do have love. But the thing is, I think even if this person loves you, or even if you love them, because it could be them or you, right? I don't think you're seeing that, because you're just obsessing over it. There's other things about them. Or maybe you have things that you're really inconfident about, and that's affecting the relationship. So you got to work on that just a little bit. And also, even if that person loves you a lot, you're not seeing that right now. You have other things clouding your judgment at the moment. A lot of fears of losing this person that you won't be able to feel it too. So is there yet love? Yes. And is there possibility with this relationship and with this love card showing up? I think yes, but it's not going to happen in this next month. And I really do think with this card coming up in reverse, step away a little bit. Don't obsess over it. Don't, I almost feel like what I see here is like the text message, like when you send out a text, you're just like sitting there waiting for them to respond. No, find something else to do, really, because you're just obsessing over it. It cannot be good, okay? It cannot be good. I totally understand that feeling. But find something you're passionate about. Maybe this love is about that too. Find something you're passionate about and do that, so that it takes your mind off of this person just for a bit. All right. So for the next month, try to do that, and I think you're gonna be able to relax a little bit more. And once you're relaxed, this other person won't feel as much like of a pressure to give you a commitment and stuff like that. Like the more you chase, the more you have to chase it, that type of energy. So don't just try to obsess over something else. And that's like a hobby, work, or something like that. And maybe this person will be able to feel that and come back and am ready to give you a more definitive answer about your relationship. Okay, now this is the last card for advice. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. All right, so yeah, I love, true love. You know what, I think this situationship or this crush that you're having, you know, that you like or whatever you're eyeing on, that it is love, it is true love. I think there's lots of great potential for this relationship to unfold. A lot of potential. A lot. Okay, let me just repeat that one more time. A lot of potential. Stop obsessing over it. And I think your obsession might ruin the relationship. Let it unfold. Let it unfold. And don't let your fear affect the relationship. You know, I'm going to draw one extra card for you about this Nine of Wings. And actually, since you got these two cards, I just wanted to see not the next month, but the month after that. Okay, so not this immediate month, but the potential of where this relationship's going. If you're gonna get a little bit of like clarity or something after next month, so that you don't have to obsess over it as much or fear of losing this person as much. Okay, because if it's true love, you don't have to fear. You never should fear about that. Now we have that's too many cards. I'm just gonna draw one card. What is the potential for pile number 3 situationship? Okay, I do have to say I didn't draw any additional cards for the other piles. You're the only one because you have this. Okay, let's see. What's the potential for this for pile number 3 situationship? Or Prince of Shells. There you go. Yep. You know what, I can understand with this card showing up. I can understand what you're fearing about, what you're scared about. This person is super charming, super charismatic, the charmer. This is the Prince Charming. This is like the Snow White, okay, the princess of your dreams or the Prince Charming of your dreams type of thing. This person is super sweet. This is everything that you can ask for a partner, right? Super romantic, super charming, super great, wonderful, wonderful person. So I do understand why you're scared of losing this person, but you know what? Let it flow. Let it play out. Okay. It's true love. It's love. This person loves you. You love them too. Just don't obsess over it. All right. So this is, I don't want to say anything anymore about this. You probably heard enough, but just next month, take it slow. Take it easy. All right. So now let's take a look at people who are in a relationship. What is the potential of, or like what are the advices for you, because this is people who are in a relationship already. And I really would recommend that if you're in a perfect relationship right now, maybe why would you want to watch this, right? Because if you get, in case you get bad cards, you're gonna feel like kind of like it's gonna get to your head. Maybe if it doesn't, then you know, by all means really watch the video and just take things into consideration. But if you're very sensitive and you do take things personally, then maybe it's not the best thing because it might mess with your head, right? All right, so let's take a look at your people who are in a relationship. What are some advices for you? Okay, we have the Judgment card. This is a really good card, actually. This is about, you know, relationship moving on to the next level. This is about, actually, you know what? This is that disclaimer I just put. For this pile, it doesn't really stand, but I don't know what these two cards are, okay? But Judgment is actually, it means like you guys probably feel really good about each other. Maybe you feel like you guys are meant to be, right? So it's actually great. And but you do want to see will your relationship move on to the next level? I think like becoming even more committed or something like that. I think it's a yes. And with the Judgment card, there is like the possibility of like getting married or finding more stability, all of that, okay? This person is rising above the situation, this girl, above this like palaces and stuff like that. So like I think you're taking like the higher ground or something like that, right? Where you are more accepting of the other person's flaws and stuff like that, and or your person is also acceptive of your flaws too, like you guys are working out great as a couple. So for the next month, I think your relationship are great. There is a possibility of it ascending. However, I do want to put it out there with the Judgment card, sometimes it does talk about a past lover coming back. So maybe one you or your person may have someone from your past coming back to like want to rekindle something and or interject into your relationship or something like that. But I do feel like your relationship is probably strong enough to withhold this kind of test, right, of your relationship. So yeah, I think it's very good. I don't think there's anything that you should like really watch out for, except past lovers trying to reconnect or something. All right, so that's that. And now let's take a look at your advice cards. We have Boat, great, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure. What did I just say? Yeah, definitely for the next month, I think you guys are gonna have your relationship ascend to the next level or moving on. Maybe you've been kind of like static or stagnant. You don't see a lot of like things going on, which is good, your relationship remaining like pretty stable and all that, but I think it's going to ascend. And also it says receiving what you need, right? So if you feel like you want that piece of paper, get married, I think your person is ready for that. I just said that with the Judgment. I do feel like there's contract signing, marriage, right? Or it could just be ascending to the next level, becoming closer, moving in together. There's progression, there's moving on. And if there are any issues that you guys are having before, I think there's closures too. Judgment, you guys will be able to make a better judgment of that and maybe coming to a compromise for the problems that you were experiencing before. So very good cards if you are experiencing problems before, okay? So the next month, I think you will be able to resolve a lot of issues, rekindle a lot of like passion and love and that as well. Last card, attraction. There you go. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So yeah, I do feel like the next month, maybe you guys will go on dates and rekindle those fire, this passion, and just feeling very attracted to your partner again and just having lots of fun with them. Yep, moving on, dating. Maybe you guys stopped dating for a while because you just got caught up with like the mundane stuff. And the next month, you guys will be able to like start doing those things, those fun stuff again. So awesome. This is great card for actually people in the relationship. Nice. All right, lastly, people who are looking to reconcile with a past lover or like past friend or whatever, reconnect with someone that they, you used to like. So let's take a look at if you will be able to do that in the next month. So we have 6 of Gems, generosity. This is 6 of Pentacles. So yes, you will be able to reconnect or reconcile with someone from the past. In fact, I think it's a mutual thing because 6 of Gems, 6 of Pentacles is about give and take. So I think you will be able to get what you're asking for, and you will be able to get what you're asking for. And if you give, you will also get something, and the other person is happily receiving what you want to give. So with the Six of Gems card coming up, maybe if you want to reconnect or reconcile with someone, if you ask for it, I think you might actually receive it. If you take the lead and you know, talk to them, they will actually be quite surprised, or you know, that you want to reconnect and stuff like that, right? So very good energy, and I think it's mutual. Like maybe both of you are missing your previous the past a little bit. So yeah, it's a very good give and take energy, mutual energy, reconciling, reconnecting. It's a yes. And also I do want to say Six of Gems, Six of Pentacles, if it would be really good for you, it would be a really good thing, having good karma coming back to you, if you actually do some charity work. Okay, I really, really strongly recommend you do some charity work, helping other people out. Maybe volunteer to help other people out. If you don't have money to donate, you know, volunteer your time, right? And by doing that, I think good karma is going to come back to you as well, okay, with this. And so you will be able to get what you want in return, type of things. You're going to have people or mysterious energies around you or something like that, or your gods and goddesses and Buddhas and like, or the universe helping to get you what you wanted. And this also, I do hear or see like ask and you shall receive, right? That. All right, let's take a look at your advice card. We have, ooh, okay, I like you, someone likes you. What did I just say? Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. So definitely the energy is mutual. They do want to reconnect and reconcile with you. So very good. I don't have anything else to say. This kind of explains itself, right? This past life relationship, you have known each other before. Of course you know each other before. You guys dated. You have you were friends before, maybe, right? Or you were, you know, ex-lovers and stuff. So this is just like affirming that this is a past relationship, and I think if you guys will be able to reconcile and reconnect, it's a yes. Okay, it's a yes, very strong yes. Yes with an exclamation mark. Especially you have the I like you too. I don't actually have any advices or anything because it's quite mutual. So, or if you're asking, should I reach out or should I wait for them to reach out? I think it doesn't really matter with this. It's again mutual. I think you will probably most likely get what you're asking for. And you know, if there's any advice, like other ones, you know, there are advice like being more playful and whatever. This is actually just be yourself. Be yourself. Do what you do, and yeah, just be yourself. Well, I guess over here it does say fun flirting. So be flirtatious, all right? Be flirtatious. Yeah, I don't have anything else for this group. It's definitely the next month you will probably begin to get something. You might even just get back into the relationship. There's a very high chance of you doing that. Or at the very least friendship, but I do feel like with this I like you, it's very romantic, okay? So it's very romantic. So not just friends, but friends is the basic, okay? The basic thing that at least what you're gonna get. So very, very good. Direct, forward, straightforward. That's what I see over here with reconciliation or in connection group. So yeah, this is what I see for pile number 3. Let me know if this resonated for you. If you have anything you want to share with me, if you have any good news that you want to tell me, that would be great. You can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to share, like, or subscribe to my channel or my video. And also turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.